going for lunch now with my favourite boss. You're my favourite. I'd much rather you than Gareth.
Would you? That's because you work with me the whole time.
Gareth's a dickhead.
Is he? He changed.
Asshole. Absolute fucking asshole.
That's nasty.
With you. It's amazing though. You know the way you're on that diet? Even though you've got so svelte.
I'm not on a diet.
Well, training regime, right?
Not on that either. Shut up.
Your arms are still colossally big.
We'll go back to the wood, will we?
No, we won't. I'm gonna hit the gym now fairly shortly myself.
Yeah, buddy.
Just playing with Greg's balls. Greg always has his balls out in the van. He's always training teams, so there's balls hanging out all over the place. So I like to grab his balls and look at his balls. This is the camera's ball, very important ball. We don't say it. I'm from Cameras, but we don't say it. But people from Castletown and Rathdowney say it all the time. The Cameras is the home hurling. It's not something that we'd say.
Do they say that? Do they?
Oh,
You've heard that
from their mouths.
Jeez, that's a good one now.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I don't know whether that's true or not.
Of course it's true. You know I smell off your balls?
What?
Success. I smell success off your balls.
Yeah.
There. Very successful.
You don't smell grass.
Don't smell grass either. Just ball, is it?
No.
This camogie ball or the junior bees?
It's the, I don't know, it's 4. No, it's 5 ball. Adult. Look at this for a lot, look.
They're annoying. Ow! I'm gonna tickle you. Yeah, how do you like that? How do you like them brapples? Boy, Greg. I am delighted with myself today. I'm just flying it. Absolutely just pulling out timber. I'm hoping Greg just goes walking up the road now and is saying, not that he mean food, like tea. That's what we do for tea. Just finished my week's work. I got a savage amount of work done in a short amount of time. Don't think Daddy was as impressed as I was, but if you heard what Mammy's after saying about the rest of the lads, she just said Sean, Seamus, Barry, Greg, Gara, Mark, all cunts except for me. Didn't you? Didn't you, ma'am?
What do you think, David?
That's exactly what she said. Daddy, didn't she?
Not saying.
Dad. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Just giving the fans what they need, giving them what they want. Little ring piece there. My little personalised note. Just. You get to work nights in the hospital. Sure, that night's away. It's like a holiday. Like, she does 4 or 5 a month. Like, how many more nights away does she need? Like, making myself now a cup of tea. Now we have a lad now, Frank the Tank. These days with old age, it's possible that I might lose my touch, but not today. Not today, my friends. No. If I had my way, a GT3 or a GT4, I'd be quite happy to have my own M5. So I would. Jesus, stop. He was raging with me. Could not figure out why I didn't take him, because he thinks every town is just over in Portiche. He was quite enamoured with the Ford Mustang and Ferraris, of course. Poor chap. When I was a young lad, Greg was after being a bit of a dick to me, and I waited until he was watching television, and I ran in and I boxed him across the face as hard as I could, and I tried to get away from him. I didn't. It didn't turn out well for me. You know what? I do hate crows. They're fucking bastards. Let me tell you a story. See this clock? Lily bought this and it was in her room, and this was keeping me up. I could not sleep at night with it. I hate the sound of a ticking clock. It drives me up the wall. It freaks me out. I'm not going to go into it right now, but let's just say it had something got to do with a trip that I don't want to go on again. Okay? And I fucked this down into the kitchen, and Vicky said, "Oh, no, I'll get rid of it. Where did she get rid of it to? My office. I'm done with this. No, they just said I'm a fucking cunt of a man and I can't have it anymore. I know, I just need something with seats in the back of it. I have to collect the kids a lot more often now, and you don't have to be a mathematician to know that I need more than 2 seats. So, and then when you take into account that I'm hoping to start building my house soon, and I'm going to try and be as hands-on as I can with that. And then I'm the CEO of my own international e-commerce business, which means I have my own tax bills, VAT bills, so I might as well just get my own yoke. So that's the reason. Oh, look gorgeous.
Thanks, David.
Gorgeous woman. That's why I married you. I'm as dumb as a ditch. There's Vicky talking shy. Mass is over. About 20 minutes now at this time, but she's talking away. I'll just sit here trying to keep her. Oh, I'm not changing jobs. I love my job. I might do a little bit more lorry driving in the next year or two, but no, I love my job. Ain't changing shit. Ah! The baby blue GT3. And the GT Ford, Ed Petrol's one. That was. Oh. Greg, kids reared, house paid for, car paid for, even the new one. Every man out there could agree that if we were to go anywhere, mass, town, and get out of the car and leave the woman in the car with the kids while we had a chat for about 20 minutes, could you imagine the face on them women when we got back in? Could you imagine? A face that cooked corn, probably say nothing for about 10 or 15 minutes, and you'd say, "You alright?" "Yeah, I'm grand." Then she'd hate you and you'd be getting in the door or something. But I'll say nothing because I'm just like most men, a great guy. Don't mind at all. It won't be a car or a van. It's going to be a pickup. I would love a transporter
Tarky, you finished?
combi, but they're too dear now with VRT.
What did you?
No, fuck
Did
it,
you
no
wash your
more.
hands?
Why not? It's actually a fantastic plan. What I'm planning on doing is, because I'm kind of a big deal, is I'm going to get loads of companies to do stuff for my car for free or a knockdown price, and then I'll advertise them, and then I can take it on the Cannonball Run. Just. Actually means a lot to me because I try my very best to get the best stuff that I can, and you don't get credit and you have to buy large quantities, and then you have to keep your taxes right. It just escalates, but sound. But when it comes to being a shit operator, you're wrong as fuck. I got out so much timber this week in a short amount of time. I surprised myself. A few times I looked in the mirror and went, "Damn! Wow! You're like a professor of international timber relocation operative engineering." That's what I am. I should have a doctorate. But yeah, my new, wait till you see my new stuff. I have put so much work and effort into getting the right stuff, getting samples, trying different hoodies, trying different stuff, because I want the best. Because people that buy off me want quality and want good stuff, and I'm gonna give it to them because that's what they want. But my new hoodies and my new clothes, they're gonna be out for after Halloween. I'm talking, my stuff. Other people's stuff is around here, and my stuff is up around there. And when I say other people, I mean Jack and Jones and Superdry. You flirt. Thanks a million. I hope it works out too. I kind of just live in the moment. And if you want to make God laugh, make plans. You know that saying, behind every great man is an even better woman? Well, there's a lot of shite. I'm only messing. I love this woman so much. I really do.
Take it out.
I missed her last week. I felt like such a sad fucking cunt. I missed her. And then she was on nights and I missed you.
Missed you too.
I'm basically just trying to tell you that I'm dying for rain.
Oh, that's all.
Well, I appreciate the follow. Welcome to the family. You've missed a lot. If you go onto Facebook and YouTube, all my videos are there. And yeah, basically I'm a country man. Just gets up every day and does his thing. Just random. So random answer required. I love the sound of my own feet walking away from motherfuckers that are bad for my mind, my heart, my soul. And you should learn to love that sound too. It's glorious. I know it's bleak, isn't it? Not a lot there now. They're fairly harmless. I'm gonna have to go back to the gym. Sorry about that. I am only a man. Jim Wilmer's the nearest dealer that we have. But I'm pretty sure Jim fucking hates my guts. I'll probably warranted it. I was probably a cunt. And I wouldn't like to drive one. Now, saying I wouldn't like to drive one isn't the same as saying I'd never drive one. If I needed money and I had to drive my finger up my hole for it, I'd do that. So, beggars can't be choosers. I've answered that before. Definitely, I would just pump babies into Vicky and I'd stay at home and rear him and watch him grow and enjoy him and soak it in. Kids are the best. I love it. That's a creepy / gorgeous morning. I got my keys. And my wallet. Thanks, Vic.
Love you. See you later.
See ya. Got a brilliant message last night from a guy over in New York. I love this sort of stuff. So he was wearing his Doing God's Work in Devil's Playground jacket, and he went in to get petrol or diesel, whatever he was fucking getting, in a filling station in Brooklyn, 75 Classen in Brooklyn, the Shell service station. And he said he went in to pay for his fuel, and at the counter there was a guy wearing a Doing God's Work in Devil's Playground jacket, paying for his stuff, and they became friends. How cool is that? Like, that kind of shit. That's I get a great buzz out of that. Like, we're taking over the USA. But anyway, it was Jake Murray from Cork and Michael Hegarty from Dublin. And Jake Murray is known as Slowbo. I don't know what that means, but that's his nickname anyway. So yeah, buzzing over that. That's cool. Yes. Soaking. No service in the wood. Dragging timber up from the real back. Sun was splitting trees all day until I wanted to go home. Now I'm drowned. Remember this morning I was doing the snap about my Don't Knock Me Down jackets. I had two of them. One of them's in the back now, soaking wet. I got a message. I was reading it at lunchtime. Got a great old giggle out. The more I thought about it, he says, "Oh yeah, easy for you. Have two of them and the price of them. You know you weren't paying for them." Jesus Christ. Who do you think's paying for them, you stupid, rotten, begrudging cunt? I'm after buying every single one of them. They're mine. Some lads are nothing, only dirty, rotten dopes. Unbelievable. I'm on the wood road and I'm putting my seatbelt now, so before any other fucking dickhead starts messaging me. Jeez, I could actually go down and get that pot of gold.
It wasn't supposed
But
to.
I have to collect the kids. I just can't. I can't go looking for pots of gold this evening. Any other evening now. Jeez, I don't know whether I should be worried or not. You with your stick. Fuck off with your stick. Greg is sponsored by Flaherty Fuels and Garrett's sponsored by Superdry Vintage Goods.
A cunt of a top.
Why?
Because they're so tight here and they keep riding up.
I thought you said you like a tie.
Not there though.
Just too fat.
Too fat.
Greg now thinks everyone's fat.
No, just you.
Fuck you, Greg. Why are you putting the
No, I've lost.
What? You're
Hearing in one ear.
Hearing in one ear. Garrett got a belt hurling match, and he's deaf in one ear now. It's he's broke up and shite. God help him.
We don't notice that because he never listens to us anyway. You know.
A lad said to me this morning, met him on the road because I see Greg's driving a fancy van, all kitted out. There's money in timber.
What is that?
I said, "There's money in work. You should try it, you lazy cunt." I hope Garrett your ear gets better.
Nothing wrong with my ear.
Then bury the ball in his head. He's alright though, he'll be grand.
What about man loving?
Ollie Brady.
Or is David deliberately put in a who's right?
Ollie Brady.
Yeah. I think that's the name of the
Ollie Brady. We're in the infancy of the podcast.
Take off the board. No more dicks on the board.
The guy you're rather kind of know.
A lot of hot topics coming up.
I know
National
another
focus.
guy who's
No,
local.
Oh, what's this? What's going on? I'm heading home, and you're all probably at home. And look at all the real fucking working men staying away from their families, working like whores, so as we can all have the shit that we need. Let's go. The cowboys. So when I was on the Cannonball Run, I met an awful lot of people. And one guy I met, his name was Ushin, he was a learned doctor. Now when you have a conversation with a learned doctor that is quite intelligent and in the top 3%, you listen to what he has to say. And I was telling him that I listen to a lot of audiobooks and a lot of music, and I use my earphones a lot when I'm cycling, etc, etc, etc. And he told me, do you not use aftershocks? I said, I don't know what they are. So I got the make and model of them. I ordered them. I got them yesterday, and they are blowing my mind. They don't go into your ear. They use bone conduction, and that is as cool as it sounds. And it puts vibration through the bone of your skull and stuff, and it's amazing. I can't get over it. Oh God, tell ya. And I bought these with my own money, like Alan Clark could say, my own money. I'm not sponsored by Aftershocks or anything, so yeah, they're amazing. And for all the ladies out there wondering, Ushin the doctor is single. His house does smell of rich mahogany, and it is full of leather-bound books. So if you're hot, knock yourself out. Sorry, just got a message from Ushin. He said, how very dare you say I'm a doctor. I'm not just a doctor, I'm a consultant. Not me now, I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about him. He's a consultant. He's not a doctor. He's not just a doctor. It's not a good sign, is it? Definitely isn't. I have a hose gone. Now the fact that it's a hose that's on it since new doesn't give me any comfort whatsoever. But the fact that it's a small one makes it just a little bit handier. Although I am up on top of the load, so. There's one bad thing about the aftershock thing. When you're wearing a hoodie and a jacket, if you're fiddling around like I am going to be here, it can knock it off. So I've changed back to the iPods or earbuds or whatever the fuck they are. Anyway, give it a belt first with a little fucking bangy thing. Loosen it up. With a hose like this, you have to use an incredible amount of skill and dexterity with your 32 tightening thing, because the more I let that out, the tighter it gets. Fucked. I can tell by this little bitch that it's going to be a tramp to tread onto the fit. Better fucking go get one. This is what happens when you get over 10,000 hours on the yoke. Change from just constantly driving. That's lovely, isn't it? Change from just constantly driving to driving and fixing. Which I'm not a fan of, because I like to keep nice and clean. And I don't like to fix yokes. I feel that I'm 40 some years of age now and I want to hand your life. But you can only piss with the Mickey you have. I get dirt on my forehead. Yeah. Can't be going around dirty. I'll be laughing at you. No baby wipes. Just. Oh, this is not as bendy as the one I took off it. It's tomorrow David's problem. So it's 25 to 10. My beautiful wife is home, and she's making
I'm making you your supper.
supper.
Yeah,
I'd call it late tea, because we're not in a fairy tale like Hansel and Gretel. Supper. Is that a Protestant thing?
Must be.
Is it?
I always said supper time in our house.
No, maybe we just didn't hear that up the mountain here. So it could be that. We're having a little debate here for the last couple of days. And it is Ranger or Hilux. Now, I will say this. Toyota are going above and beyond, aren't they? They're getting it done. They're getting it done for me. But it's... I'm going to put up a poll. Oh, a scrambled egg. She's looking after me. Salad in the morning and scrambled